Welcome to the shop. I have the HS360E from Holy Stone. Quality camera. Enhanced image stabilization. That's what the E stands for. Good distance. It's touts. It'll go 20,000 feet in distance away from you. I didn't test that. But it sure went a lot further than some of the other drones I have in the under 250 class. Has the GPS functions for return to home and all that safety stuff that we kind of like, as well as some of those other flight modes, right? The zoomy or droney, the circle around you kind of stuff, follow me kind of thing where it follows the controller, and I'll show all that in the video. First, I'm going to go through the unboxing. Then I'm going to go through the video, the quality of the video, and some of the features, and then I'm going to summarize after that. So, linked in the description below to the drone, as well as the SD card off Amazon. If there's any questions you have, leave a comment. More than happy to answer those. So, stick around. So here we go. All right, in here we've got a battery. We have the battery charger. That just goes into there and has a USB slot right there. Got the controller. Got the gimbal's power. Under here we have the connection for the phone that mounts up there. Got to download the app. Got a little thing there to hold the phone. Wheels. Pretty similar to many of them. Automatic things. And we'll get used to that. Figure that out. The drone itself. So we've got little paper protector things. Okay, open that up. It's light, super light. The whole thing weighs under 240 or 250 grams. So the remote idea is not required. The gimbal doesn't work. It doesn't have a specific gimbal for steadiness. It has an electronic system in place that will help stabilize that. We'll test that to see how well that whole thing works. It's a low cost, affordable drone. Should be easy to set up, easy to fly, and take decent pictures. We're going to find out. What else we got? We've got the all-important documentation. The big manual, and then what I like is the quick start guide, because I probably don't like reading all this stuff. But this has a lot of the features of, follow me, return to home, droney, orbit, things like that. So I'm probably going to have to read some stuff. We've got some spare props. We've got all the cables that we will need for connecting to our phone. Sure, it's pretty standard for iPhone or Android. Got a lot of stuff there. Cable for, I'm sure, for the charging of everything, and a screwdriver for putting the props on. All right, that's everything. I'm going to charge up some batteries, go through that, learn how to use this guy. I'm going to go to the field. I'm going to show you basically all those features, test the camera, spend a lot of time with that. It is a camera drone, so that's kind of what you want. Something that can take some photos, and they're good video and photos. So we'll check it out and follow along. Couple things before your first flight. First is your SD card. If you look up in the upper right corner there in red, it says it needs to be formatted. Well, there's no specific menus for formatting, but if you click on that red comment, this pops up and it says, do you want to do this? Confirm. Hit confirm and it will format the card, and now you're good to go. Another thing you need to do is go into your upper right corner there, there's settings. Click on that and this menu pops up. Parameters and tracking. Turn off beginner mode, and that'll allow you to make some changes there and have some more features. Save it, and then you're good to go. I recommend you calibrate your compass on your drone. Just makes flying a little easier and a little more accurate. Push your sticks up and inside, and you'll get into this mode. It'll pop up on the screen, follow the directions. It's pretty simple. And now your compass is calibrated. You're ready for flying. I want to show an example of flight with what I see in the phone as I'm flying and the controls. A couple things. One is I found that both qualities, and I could see very well on the phone if I have my glasses set right, because it's pretty small, but also the output. You know, this is from the SD card, and I have it at the maximum as far as quality. And I just found it worked exceptionally well. The quality of the video is good. Something you'll note here, when I'm trying to pan down, it's not very granular. I mean, there was a couple things on this, as far as for rotating and doing some things. It was really difficult to pan the camera down smoothly. I couldn't. It was either almost like all the way down, halfway down, all the way up, and that's something that I didn't care for. It was pretty windy on this day, but yet the drone did a pretty good job of not bouncing all over the place. So again, for what this drone is, without the gimbal, small size, I thought the quality and what it did from a video perspective was very, very good. At this point, I tested the return to home. It'll pop up with a message, in this particular case, telling me that there's a lot of wind and, be cautious of the wind and how much it is. But anyway, so I'm doing this, showing this. I'm going to pan down and show that it didn't land right on the spot, but it was maybe 6 to 8 feet away, which I thought was totally acceptable. There are several features that are kind of cool. On this screen, you can see that. However, they weren't available. You can see they're kind of dimmed out. So try to figure out, was I in beginner mode? Nope, wasn't in beginner mode. It kept giving me that error. Not an error, but those features of follow me or catapult or whatever were disabled. So in the long run, what I did was, while it was flying, hit that back arrow up on the upper left and went back through the process to reconnect. And when I did, it then started working. Attitude mode. So let me show you. I think I do like the catapult and the follow me. Here's that catapult function. So click that and then slide to launch, and there it goes. Now, depending where your camera's pointing, you might have to make some adjustments as far as the angle of the camera. And like I said, on this particular drone, that's super sensitive and it's a little hard to modulate. There's also the follow me mode, where it's following the controller. And you select that, slide the screen, and it will then lock on. You'll notice it'll rotate, and I'll start walking around, and it follows me. Again, you're going to have to kind of manipulate the angle of the camera with the thumb wheel to get it to line up so it finds you. But I thought that worked pretty well. You can control the altitude also. So as far as bring it down a little lower, but then again, you start messing with that camera angle. Let me go over kind of a summary while I'm flying here. So the highlights. One, it's a very small drone. Fits into that 249 gram category. So you don't have to worry about that remote ID stuff. You can fly this thing without having that worry. It's a camera drone, so you want the camera to be good. And this has a really good camera. I thought the quality, the 4K quality was excellent. When I was in production, I could zoom in. Now, I can make changes to the camera as far as the white balance and contrast and things like that. I didn't mess with that, but you can do that. You have that feature. There's a lot of parameters you can set on the quality of video that you're putting out as far as, do you want 4K or do you want less than that because you don't want to fill up your SD card. I go max with everything. The fact that it downloads to my phone, I thought it's a great feature. If I wanted to put out a YouTube short or something, some social media content, it automatically sends the video to my phone or pictures to my phone, and then I can take that and upload it a lot quicker than going through the post process that I need to do sometimes. The range was very good. Here, when I was flying, I'm not going to show, the range I went, but does it go miles away? No. It's a camera drone that you would have close to you in line of sight. It has fantastic capabilities there. Speed was fine. The slow speed for the stability on the camera was okay. It's just, as soon as you stop, it does that, right? It flips up and down a little bit. But at fast speed, again, totally acceptable. So what not so great? I lost phone connection. I didn't lose connection to the drone, but my phone just locked up. And I don't know whether that was something with me, my phone, maybe I was full, I don't know. The angle of the camera concept, that thumb wheel, it seemed like it was either all or nothing. You couldn't really modulate it and it was not slow. If they could slow that down, Holy Stone, make that a little less sensitive, make it so it would just slowly pan up and down, that would be a big, big plus. It only comes with one battery. So if you fly this for your 20 minutes or so, then you're going to have to take a long time to charge up a battery. So if you're out in the field and you want to get some footage of things, that's a little bit of a bummer. This drone is, I think, a very good drone for somebody who either A, wants something super compact and just to get some videos, somebody who's new to drones that doesn't want to invest $400, this is a lot less expensive, and the quality again is there. So I think for the money, for what this drone offers, the capabilities, very good drone. So hope you liked the video. If you have any questions, leave a comment, and otherwise, hey, have a super day. Thanks a lot.